Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 2nd of August. Okay, so today Mars makes a sesquiquadrate to Pluto, Mercury makes a parallel to Chiron, there's a moon void of course at 2:38, Mercury makes an opposition to Saturn, and Mars makes a BiQuintile to Chiron, and also the moon enters Aquarius, so check out the separate audio for that. Also, if you want to know more what moon void of course means, it's in between, at that time it's in between Capricorn and Aquarius as the moon moves into Aquarius at 6:56 p.m. tonight. All times are in GMT, and of course this is all based on Vedic constellational astrology, which takes where the actual sun and the moon and the planets are, and asteroids Chiron are in the sky at any time. So yeah, Mars makes a sesquiquadrate to Pluto, so this is a challenging but transformational energy, can bring up intense power struggles and conflicts to the surface. This transit represents symbolically a clash between our personal desires and the need for collective transformation. On one hand, Mars encourages us to be assertive and take action towards our goals, while Pluto represents the deep-seated fears and passions that motivate us. This can lead to power struggles and confrontations with others, but it can also help us break through limiting beliefs and transform ourselves on a deeper level, starting that work or continuing that work. On the spiritual and psychological level, this transit is pushing us to confront our shadow selves, the traits that we don't like, or we don't like to admit to, or we don't see in ourselves. Sometimes we get into the habit of blaming other people for our problems, and sometimes, of course, other people influence our well-being and stuff, but ultimately it's ourselves that controls that, even if it means distancing as much as we can, because sometimes we cannot totally remove ourselves from others, but learning to become centered in ourselves and our own sense of self can help us ignore the turmoil and the conflict and the aggression in others, or the ways that we can find that inner peace in ourselves. Also encourages us to confront our fears, and the best use of this energy is to channel it towards your positive change and transformation, rather than getting caught up in power struggles and conflicts with others, because it's just a waste of your energy. And by acknowledging your own fears and desires and finding a way to integrate them, understand them, accept them and manage them, you can emerge from this transit with a greater sense of personal power and a clearer understanding of your inner self. Mercury's parallel to Chiron also supports this deep insight into yourself and brings and supports this healing. Mercury is the planet of communication, and Chiron represents the wounded healer archetype, which can bring a sense of pain and trauma to our lives over the next week or so. This aspect is active, but it supports us gaining a deeper understanding of our emotional, spiritual and psychological wounds, and can help us move forward, finding the best ways to heal and manage them. It gives us the vibration to keep an open mind and the willingness to face our past experiences, and to understand and start releasing the emotions associated with them. And if we do this, we can gain a greater sense of self-awareness and find ways to release negative thought, behaviour and relationship patterns as well. So it's a very positive aspect for all types of spiritual, emotional, psychological work as well, and emotional healing. Mercury's opposition to Saturn can get in the way of all of this healing energy. It can bring communication difficulties and delays, even difficulties understanding yourself and disagreements with others. So it's important to approach communication with patience and clarity right now, and avoid the tendency of becoming overly critical or pessimistic during this time. But on the plus, it gives us the opportunity to re-evaluate our communication patterns and structures, and to make the necessary adjustments to improve communications in the future. Although it may take extra effort and attention to communicate with others right now, but this transit gives us the energy to do that as well. So yeah, overall, this Mercury's opposition to Saturn is calling our attention to be responsible for the ways we communicate with others, others, respecting ourselves and others, while also respecting other people's boundaries but maintaining your own healthy boundaries as well. And you know, it puts a spotlight on how important clear and effective communication is in all areas of our lives. Mars makes a BiQuintile to Chiron, so this is subtle energy, but it helps with problem solving and aids the healing because Chiron's involved once again in this aspect as well. So it gives us inspiration to just love ourselves and understand ourselves, and helps us, you know, understand ourselves, and supports all sorts of journaling, therapy work, creative projects to heal yourself, starting one or continuing one, as well as all other forms of self-care as well, is supported by this energy. And the moon also enters Aquarius, so this can make us more detached as well, and become overly idealistic and detached from our emotions. Just watch out for that. You know, it's like two extremes there, being too idealistic or being too detached. So just try and find balance. Balance is the key of today, and you know, it's important to remain grounded and self-aware. Content creators can use this energy to discuss topics on personal growth, healing and communication strategies, giving tips on how we can become better communicators, how we can be open to new perspectives, and embracing others on our healing journey, and forgiving others as well, because resentment and wanting to change the past, which we can never do, we can only live in the now, and change our future can hinder you from enjoying the simpleness in your life. So yeah, that was the daily scopes for the 2nd of August.